because you search for it in holes, black holes, wet holes, underground holes for the light that vampires look for. And you will have it. You will dress it up in ceremony, circumcision for the boy, consummation for the girl. And when they shed blood, and spit, and sperm and piss, you leave it all on your skin to go to the Iroko tree and use any hole you find. The child is dead, and so is everyone. I walked for days, to swarms of flies in the blood swamp, in skin-slicing rocks in salt plains, to day and night. I walked as far south as Omororo, and I did not know or care. Men detained me as a beggar, took me for a thief, tortured me as a traitor, and when news of the dead child reached your kingdom, arrested me as a murderer. Did you know there were 5 men in my cell? 4 nights ago. The scarf around my neck belongs to the only man who left on 2 feet. He might even see from his right eye again one day. The other 4. Make a record as I have said it. Old men say night is a fool. It will not judge, but whatever comes, it will not warn. The first came from my bed. I woke up to my own death rattle, and it was a man crushing my throat, shorter than an ogo, but taller than a horse. Smelled like he butchered a goat. Grabbed me by the neck and hoisted me up in the air while the other man kept quiet. I tried to pull his fingers, but a devil was in his grip. Kicking his chest was kicking stone. He held me up as if admiring a precious jewel. I kneed him in the jaw so hard, his teeth sliced his tongue. He dropped me, and I charged for his balls like a bull. He fell. I grabbed his knife, razor sharp, and cut his throat. The second grabbed for my arms, but I was naked and slippery. The knife, my knife, I rammed it between his ribs and heard his heart pop. The third man danced with his feet and fists like a night fly, whistling like a mosquito. Made a fist I did, then stuck 2 fingers out like rabbit ears, jabbed his left eye in the quick and pulled the whole thing out. He screamed. Watching him bawl on the floor, searching for his eye, I forgot the other 2 men, the fat one behind me. He swung. I ducked. He tripped. He fell. I jumped. I grabbed a rock that was my pillow and bashed his head until his face smelled fleshy. The last man was a boy. He cried. He was too shaken to beg for his life. I told him to be a man in his next life, for he is less than a worm in this one, and flung the knife right into his neck. His blood hit the floor before his knees. I let the half-blind man leave because we need stories in order to live, don't we, priest? Inquisitor? I don't know what to call you. But these are not your men. Good. Then you have no death song to sing to their widows. You have come for a story, and I am moved to talk, so the gods have smiled on both of us. There was a merchant in the Purple City who said he lost his wife. She went missing with 5 gold rings, 10 and 2 pairs of earrings, 20 and 2 bracelets, and 10 and 9 anklets. It is said you have a nose for finding what would rather stay lost, he said. I was near 20 in years, and long banished from my father's house. The man thought I was some kind of hound, but I said, yes, it has been said that I have a nose. He threw me his wife's undergarment. Her trail was so faint it was almost dead. Maybe she knew that one day men would come hunting, for she had a hut in 3 villages, and no one could tell which one she lived in. In each house was a girl who looked exactly like her, and even answered to her name. The girl in the 3rd house invited me in and pointed to a stool for me to sit. She asked if I was thirsty and reached for a jug of Masuku beer before I said yes. Let me remind you that my eyes are ordinary, but it has been said that I have a nose. So, when she brought over the mug of beer, I had already smelled the poison she put in it. A wife's poison called cobra spit that loses taste once you mix it with water. She gave me the mug, and I took it, grabbed her hand and bent it behind her back. I put the mug to her lips and forced it between her teeth. Her tears ran down, and I took away the mug. She took me to her mistress, who lived in a hut by the river. My husband beat me so hard that my child fell out, the mistress said. I have 5 gold rings, 10 and 2 pairs of earrings, 20 and 2 bracelets, and 10 and 9 anklets, which I will give